In a quaint village between rolling hills, a hard-working donkey named Bruno faces a heavy burden and a treacherous journey. Watch how Bruno uses his cleverness to overcome obstacles and lighten his load. Will he succeed and earn the respect he deserves? Welcome, valuable viewers of a story channel. In a quaint little village nestled between rolling hills and meandering streams, there lived a humble donkey named Bruno. Bruno was a hard-working donkey known for his strength and resilience. Every day, he helped his owner, a kind but sometimes forgetful farmer named Abdul, by carrying heavy loads of produce, firewood, and various other items from one place to another. One particularly hot and exhausting day, Abdul had an urgent delivery to make to the market in the neighboring town. He loaded Bruno with sacks of grain, vegetables, and a few wooden crates, stacking them high on Bruno's back. The load was much heavier than usual, and as Bruno began his journey, he could feel the strain in his muscles. As they walked along the dusty road, the sun beat down mercilessly on Bruno's back. He knew he had a long journey ahead and was determined to find a way to lighten his load. Bruno had always been a clever donkey, and he knew that simply pushing through the pain would not be the best solution. As Bruno plodded along, he noticed a narrow path that branched off from the main road and led into a dense forest. Remembering a previous trip, he knew that the forest path was shorter but filled with obstacles. Still, he decided to take a chance, hoping to find a way to free himself from the excessive burden. Entering the forest, Bruno carefully navigated the winding trail. He used his keen senses to avoid fallen branches, rocks, and other obstacles. As he ventured deeper into the forest, he spotted a stream with cool, clear water. Bruno decided to take a break and quench his thirst. While drinking from the stream, Bruno noticed a large, smooth rock near the water's edge. An idea sparked in his mind. He realized that if he could strategically place some of his load on the rock, he could rest and regain his strength without having to bear the full weight. With great care, Bruno maneuvered himself beside the rock and gently eased one of the sacks of grain onto it. He then rested for a while, enjoying the cool shade and refreshing water. After regaining some energy, he resumed his journey, leaving the sack of grain behind. As Bruno continued through the forest, he encountered a steep hill. The path was narrow and treacherous, with loose gravel and uneven terrain. Bruno knew that climbing the hill with his heavy load would be nearly impossible. He decided to use his cleverness once more. Bruno looked around and spotted a fallen tree trunk lying across the path. He thought for a moment and then devised a plan. He carefully positioned himself next to the trunk and managed to offload one of the wooden crates onto it. This made his load significantly lighter, and Bruno felt a renewed sense of determination. With the load reduced, Bruno ascended the steep hill with steady steps. He reached the top and paused to catch his breath, feeling proud of his resourcefulness. As he descended the other side of the hill, he noticed a clearing with a large, flat rock. Bruno approached the rock and, using his cleverness once again, offloaded the remaining sacks of vegetables onto it. He realized that he had successfully lightened his load without abandoning his duty. Feeling much lighter and more comfortable, Bruno trotted confidently through the forest. Eventually, Bruno emerged from the forest and rejoined the main road. He continued his journey to the market with ease, carrying only a fraction of the original load. When he arrived at the market, Abdul was already there, waiting anxiously. "Bruno, my loyal friend, where have you been?" Abdul exclaimed, relieved to see his donkey. Bruno nuzzled Abdul affectionately, and Abdul noticed the lighter load. "How did you manage to carry all this without collapsing?" he wondered aloud. Abdul followed Bruno back to the forest, where they retrieved the items Bruno had strategically placed along the way. Abdul was amazed by Bruno's cleverness and resourcefulness. He realized that his loyal companion was not just strong, but also incredibly intelligent. From that day forward, Abdul made sure to never overburden Bruno again. He also took the time to appreciate Bruno's intelligence and ingenuity, treating him with the respect he deserved. Bruno, in turn, continued to help Abdul with his work, but now with a sense of mutual understanding and partnership. Morale. The story teaches the importance of using one's cleverness and resourcefulness to overcome challenges. It also highlights the value of mutual respect and understanding between humans and animals.